In P1, remember we can't solve fractions directly. So this x is a common divider. Look carefully. The first step, the x will be the x from the numerator is taken common. I have taken it common, and then x and x can be cancelled out, and then it becomes 2x plus 4. Then once you differentiate, it becomes 2 because derivative of x is 1. And when you differentiate a constant, the constant becomes 0. So please give a reference. First, give a reference. Exercise 15.1, ADMAS book, and question number 2A. Then copy this working.
So x in denominator cannot be
differentiated directly.
differentiated.
You cannot differentiate a denominator directly in P1. So give this reference, and this is exercise 15.1, and this is additional math. And then you have to copy this question with the solution.
Is that book on the internet for free so I can download it?
No, please do not do that. I will tell you what to do. Whatever time you have, please give the time to, because it's a huge book. And you're not supposed to do this book actually. This is a 3-year course of ADMAS. You need only 2 exercises, which I will separately send you as a PDF. And I will tell you what to do so you can save the time. Look, whatever time you can get, whatever solution working that is needed on that past paper book. Actually, the time is so less that if I tell you to do book questions, then you won't be able to reach the past papers. And then obviously without past paper, you can't sit in the exam. So even if you do 5 questions, 3 questions from the past paper book, they are valuable for me. Suppose you try 5 questions, you could do 3, you couldn't do, suppose 2 questions, still it's better.
Done, sir.
So this is how we treat fractions. This is how we treat fractions. Now look at this question. Part B. There is a common denominator x square minus 6x plus 4. You're supposed to split the fraction because in P1, you can't differentiate a denominator. In P1, you can't differentiate a denominator. So please copy the question.
Done.
Now look the first step carefully. I have separated x on every numerator. I have separated x on every numerator. So please copy this step carefully.
Done.
I have cancelled x.
Done.
Now, after simplifying, I have cancellation. I have brought x up. It will become x power minus 1, and then I have differentiated it. Share the steps with understanding.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, give the title question number 3. Give a title question number 3. Now we are discussing the bracket functions. The bracket functions means when 2 or 3 brackets are in multiplication. As mentioned that I will send you these exercises with a reference that what questions you have to do. Otherwise, I repeat my trial, which I had explained you that whenever students have f prime x is a symbol. F prime x is a symbol of differentiation. F prime x means differentiation. Now you look on this sheet, look at here. And I have made a reference f prime x is equal to dy upon dx. So copy this in your notes register. Remember, keep your notes register separate. Do not solve questions in it, which is a very common mistake. And people make this mistake, and the later for the final days, when exams are there, they can't actually find any notes with the handwritten notes. So copy this reference in your notes.
Then.
Now we are doing part A. Look at the first question. Now, can you please repeat what is the meaning of this symbol? F prime x means differentiate.
F prime x means differentiate.
Good. Now you have to start this work. Copy the question.
Done.
Now try to solve it.
Is the answer 10?
Yes. Now, now join back in your notes register and give a heading gradient of tangent. Come in your notes register and give a heading gradient of tangent. What is a tangent?
Tangent is a line that touches the outside of the circle.
It
Is the
touches
line pass?
a curve, but it does not enter the curve. It does not cut the curve. Now, when equation of a curve is differentiated, the gradient of tangent is obtained. It's a very important concept, and it comes in every year. Every year, this concept is in the paper. What is the concept? That if you differentiate the equation of a curve, you will get the gradient of the tangent. How it appears, look at the screen. It appears like this. This is a curve, and the straight line touching the curve is a tangent. And when you differentiate it, you will get the gradient of the tangent. Remember, gradient belongs to a straight line always. Now you have to copy this screen.
Then
Now you have to give a reference. Question number 5. How question appears? Look at the screen. Question number 5. Calculate the gradient of the tangent to the curve at the given point 5A. Y is equal to 4x square minus 6x plus 1. Look at the two coordinates, 2, 5. 2, 5 means x is 2 and y is 5. So copy the first part, only the first part.
done.
Now we need to find the gradient. Remember, M is the symbol of gradient. For gradient, value of Y is not required. So this is again a note. Whenever you come across a note like the left-hand side in the screen, you have to copy it in a note section. Solve all the questions in a separate register. It's a little effort, but once you in the exam, you will have a separate notebook which contain only the notes. So copy the left hand side in the notes register and now solve it in your question register. Question number 5, part number A. You need to find the gradient of the tangent.
Done. Is the value of x 10?
The gradient, you have to say that this is the gradient. The gradient value is 10. So please make sure you are writing the letter M. M is the symbol of gradient.
Then
Now, come in your notes section. When gradient is 0, it will mean the line is horizontal. Horizontal means parallel to x-axis. If gradient is 0, it is a line parallel to x-axis. And for y-axis, you have to put x0, and for x-axis, you have to you have to put for x-axis, you have to put y0. It's always opposite. Copy this screen in your notes. Hmm.
done.
Now, this is our next concept. When a line is vertical, look at the screen, the red line, sorry, the line parallel to y-axis. When a line is parallel to y-axis, gradient is infinite. Look at the infinite point. M is equal to 1 upon 0. You have to copy this in the notes.
Done.
Now, again in the note section, differentiation of compound or bracket functions. We are starting now this feature. You have to copy this screen.
Done.
Now you have to see this function. Now you have to copy this example. Copy it in the notes section. You should do some examples in notes also. This is an example how to differentiate a bracket. Y is equal to 2x plus 3 whole power 5. Okay, now once you differentiate, remember, first you have to differentiate the power. The power is 5. You have to move the power to the back. Look, the power is moved backward. How the power become 4 now? Why the power has become 4?
Because it has subtracted by -1.
Yes. Now, what about the bracket? What is inside the bracket?
Inside the bracket, 2x plus 3.
Yes. What is the derivative of 2x plus 3? What would be the derivative of 2x plus 3?
Ax plus b.
No. 3 will become 0. X will become 1. So the
Oh,
derivative
okay.
would be simply 2.
So 5 and 2 is left. No. Okay, I understand now.
Copy this screen.
Done.
Now see the steps.
Done.
This is called a bracket function. This is how we differentiate a bracket function. Now, exercise 15.2. Now, what you do that you stop the note section for the time being, and you have to solve in your note questions, and you have to copy, give the heading exercise 15.2.
Sir, can you go back just a minute? Check. All right, done. Thank you.
Now copy these two questions and give the reference exercise 15.2 ADMAS book.
Answer for this is 5x plus 2 over 4. Uh, Power 4. For the first question.
Look at the working.
Yes, same.
Now solve the second exercise and then look at the solution comparison for
Yes, but sir, won't we multiply 3 with 2x minus 1?
you can surely do that because the power is not there. So you can do that. A function cannot be differentiated in the denominator. It's a very good concept to remember. And now you have to copy this in your notes. A function cannot be differentiated in the denominator.
Done.
When you come across a question like this, y is equal to 3 upon 3 minus 4x cube. So how you solve it? A function cannot be differentiated in the denominator. So what you will do, you will take it up and then you differentiate it. See the working and complete the solution.
Is the answer 36 over 3 minus 4x power 4?
Yes. Differentiation of surd functions. Now you have to give this in your notes. Differentiation of surd functions. Surd means root functions. Different under roots can be given. So whenever you are differentiating an under root function, you have to remember that under root, square root means power half. But all roots are not square roots, maybe a cube root, maybe a fourth root. So whatever root is there, you have to put the power 1 upon. You have to reciprocate the power, and then you have to differentiate it. We have discussed it once before also, and you might remember that I have given you a shorter method. This is called a short method for a square root function. So after giving the heading, please copy this screen in the notes.
Done. There, I'm done.
Now you have to see this one. Now solve this question 3a. Copy this question and solve it. Y is equal to under root 2x minus 3.
Is the answer 1 over 2x minus 3?
1 over 2. That's a slight difference is coming because you are doing it by the long method or by the method we have just copied.
Sorry, 1 over square root 2x minus 3.
But you are getting 1 upon under root 2x minus 3, right?
1 upon under root 2x. Yes, yes.
Good.
Same, the method number 2.
Good. In case of any other root, like a cube root, like a fourth root, you are supposed to make a proper derivation of bracket function, and any cube root or any fourth root can be solved in the same way.
Can we solve a question regarding that?
Actually, you can solve the same question. Then it's a good point you have raised. I think we should solve the same question by method 1 also, which is the actual method. Method 1 has one advantage. It can solve any root, cube root, fourth root, fifth root. The method number 2 is only for square root. Now you have to, I think it's fine. You should do method 1 also for the same question. Use method 1.
Done.
Now copy the note also, which is on the left hand side. Please copy this note in the notes register.
Done.
Now look at this quick example. Look at this example. Cube root of 2x plus 1. Copy this example.
Done.
See the first step. When you differentiate, you have to bring the power in the start. What is 1 upon 3 minus 1?
-1/3.
Look at this, 1 upon 3 minus 1.
Oh, okay.
Please copy this working.
Done.
Good. So we stop here and we will inshallah continue in our next class. I need a favor that you please try to complete the differentiation. Complete the trigonometry from your past paper book. How many questions, whatever you can do, please try it. Mark the queries, solve some queries from YouTube, and also I recommended you can try to have a solve book also. You can ask me the queries also, but this is very urgent so that one chapter at least would be ready, while differentiation is now moving towards half of its size, but still a lot of work is there. Thank you.
All right, Allah Hafiz.